Hey, what's up guys? Asian Airsofter here, and today I'm doing a review on the WE M9. Now, I purchased this gun on evike.com for $70. It is labeled as the shut up phone. It is labeled as the Snowwolf M9 on evike.com. It is really a rebranded WE. It is the Matrix. They just rebranded as the Matrix brand, which is their own Evike brand. And it came in this very nice hard plastic case. And all I have to do is flip open these two tabs right here. They're a little bit hard, but once you get it open, you can see the bottom layer of foam and the top layer of foam. It keeps the gun very safe, but the only downside is it soaks up a lot of liquids really easy, and when you pull out the gun out of the case, it's pretty wet in a lot of places. But this is the WE M9. This is a custom chrome job I did. This does not come this way. I used the Dremel to get all the black paint off just on these flat parts on the slide, like here. But now, down to the specs of this gun. This gun is constructed of aluminum. There's only plastic parts on this gun are these side grips right here. Only plastic parts. Everything else is metal. And if you don't know, then the slide, the barrel, the safety switch, the hammer, the trigger, lower frame, disassembly latch, slide release, magazine, and the button that you use to disassemble the gun are all metal. The gun shoots around 350 FPS. It is shooting a little bit hot for a pistol, but hey, it works. I do recommend using a higher gram BB than .2 in this gun. Maybe a .23 or a .25. Now, this gun does run off green gas or propane. I use propane just because it's cheaper, and I bought an extra magazine. This is a 27 round M9 style magazine. It is completely Tokyo Marui compatible. To load it, all you do is pull down the spring and insert your BBs that way. The spring does not lock like on the KWA model of an M9, but it still works. You can do as a speed loader on this one, and then to put the magazine in, put it back in the gun. Now, this gun is single and double action, meaning that if the slide is cocked, the hammer is back, the trigger pull is very short, and if the hammer is up, the trigger pull is very long. Now, the one thing I found weird about this gun is that if you have a fully gassed magazine, this magazine is gassed and it's in. If you pull the trigger really slow, it won't shoot. But if you pull it fast while it's on double action, it'll shoot. I don't know why it just shoots on the faster pull. It should shoot on the slower one as well. But I guess no, that's just what they do for the WE model, at least. Now I'm gonna move this case out of the way, and we'll get straight on to the gun here. Now, the safety switch is a little bit hard to maneuver. You need to push pretty hard. I like using both sides. Pushing it up for a fire is not very hard. If you see the red dot, that means you shoot them. You can shoot people. If it's down like this, then you cannot pull the trigger. Well, you can pull the trigger, but nothing will happen. And if the gun is cocked and the magazine's in, do not try to decock it like this, because it will shoot and your thumb will not be happy with you. Your sights, or normal pistol sights, there's a white dot on the front one for faster target acquisition. but not on the back rear sights, which is a little odd. I thought they should put it on both, but whatever. Now the outer barrel does wobble around a bit, but that happens a lot on other pistols, but this one just moves a lot. I don't know if that's just mine, but or just the WEs in general. Maybe they do that. Not sure. Now, down to the disassembly of this gun. First, take out the magazine, set it aside. Now you're going to see this small button right here. Let me get in the light. This button right here. And while you're holding that down, you're going to take this switch, pull it down like that, 90 degrees, and you can just pull the slide off. This you don't have to mess with very much. Then from here, take the spring, push it forward, turn it, and it'll come out. There's a little bar there. I'll show you what that does in a little bit here. And then from here, all you have to do is pull the barrel forward, up, forward, up, and out. And here is the barrel. Set that aside. Here's the blowback chamber. I recommend pulling this forward and shooting oil into this section right here, just so it moves more freely. Now this one's kind of sticking up, so I can show you that right now. Take your bottle of silicone oil. This is ICS gear grease, which is basically the same. It'll work basically the same. Just shoot it in there. Move it back a couple times, and you should be good. Now, things to oil on the top slide are the bottom rails here that connect onto the rails on the gun, and this back silver piece right here, because it hits the hammer and just grinds. You can see the little paint rub off it's turning a little silver. And I also lube these sides right here. You don't have to, but I do just for good measure. Definitely lube your spring and your spring guide just so it moves easier and doesn't wear as long. And then lastly, you can see it's shiny. It's because I over lube it kinda, which isn't bad, you know. So take your grease and just get it along all these rails. I recommend cleaning this gun about maybe once a week, because it does get pretty dirty. Maybe once every 2 weeks. It does get pretty dirty. Now, to put this gun back together, just take your barrel, stick it into the bottom hole, or the top hole if you're flipping it upside, putting it upside down. Now, this bar, you're gonna stick it in. First, you're gonna take the spring guide and put it in the hole. You're gonna turn it like this and then spin it, and it'll go into the hole like that. Now take your slide, put it on the rail, cock it back, flip the switch up, and then release your slide. And then put your magazine in. Now, this gun is fairly accurate. It can hit a man-sized target from about 75 to 100 feet, which is awesome for a pistol. The hop-up is a little tricky to get to. It is under the outer barrel. I probably should have showed you that. I couldn't show you that in another video if you want me to. Video, not video. Sorry, I can't speak. It's like 9 in the morning. I just woke up. I feel like doing a video. Now, the slide release, you all should know how to use this. Your slide is locked back when you're out of ammo. Here, no ammo. Hit it, and then it'll go forward. Now, if you didn't know, for gas magazines, my friend Noah actually told me about this. He has an Airsoft channel too. I'll link him in the description. He told me to keep your magazines filled with gas while you're storing them, so it keeps your O-rings nice and wet. Basically, it'll keep them tight, so they work better in your gun and it prevents leaking. Because word of notice, if you are gonna buy this gun, WE mags, they will always leak after a while. I do have a video of how to fix that. But a little update on that video if you've already seen it. If you want to do it easier, just take the O-ring in the inside of the magazine and flip it upside down. It worked for me, and it has not leaked since then, since I made that video. Alright, well, I think I've covered everything on this gun. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you all later.